Hello. So, I've not had a very good day. Um, it's been a rough day. And I probably can't. I forgot to do this before I got on camera. So, I'm just gonna do it to the side real quick. I don't want to break policies and all. My TV's really loud. Here we go. Um, so I got dinner, of course. Waiting. I made little mini weenies that I like to eat, and I usually eat it with like a tortilla, but I seem to be out of tortillas. So what I would typically do is I'd like rip a little piece and then I would just like pick it up and then eat it with the tortilla. It's something I like eating a lot. I'm having a bad day, y'all. And it was nice. A friend messaged me and said, hey, if you need to come over, come over. I just can't come get you, but if you can get a ride, come hang out and you can stay the night. Which sucks because I don't have a car. So not having a car really limits me because I don't have public transportation nearby. Again, I can't just leave to go to a friend's house right now like I want to. I'm really thankful for everyone who's been joining because like I have people I can reach out to and talk to, but do you ever feel like you're just a bother to people and people just say that, and I don't know. I just don't like bothering people, I guess. And if I'm venting here or talking here, I'm not really bothering anyone because people obviously are tuning in. So I don't feel like I'm a bother per se. Dinner, I also am doing chips. I took the white stuff for on my dip. So another cute little thing I like to do is there's a smoke shop nearby, well not nearby, like an hour away, and I always get these little, this is one, this is another one I've gotten. I broke this one and I had to fix it because it has this lid, and typically this lid would also fold down and over so that when this sits on the shelf you would see what it is about it, a cigar box. But I fixed it to at least be able to open and close, and it says grind in it, so I thought that was cool. So this is something I got to do. Pickle Rick is glowing. Pickle Rick is glowing. That feels so empty. Oh, I know why that one feels empty. It's like, what is going on here? My bag's here. Which a lot of y'all, I wish I could get an actual, like, good shot for any of my others who are really into things, but this particular one is so purple. It's so purple. It smells so good. My light's not good in here. Alexa, turn my light white. I don't know. It's purple and orange. So part of dinner for me is medicating beforehand, because it helps my digestion. So I have issues sometimes with upset tummies, and it really helps settle my stomach so that I can eat sometimes. I'm gonna try this one since I haven't got to try it. It's like my dinner routine. Which one you eating? So I'm eating they're like the mini weenies I like to sear. It was so good. Onion chips. But I just woke up from a 2-hour nap. So I'm hungry, but I also like need to medicate, honestly. And I'm not just, you know, having anxiety, and like I haven't done one of these before without doing this beforehand. So hi. My anxiety is totally okay. Not really. But you guys are so sweet to me always, so I know that y'all won't bite. I really wish what I had was like a big double cheeseburger. That would be really great. Like with bacon and double cheese. I don't like when people do double cheeseburgers but don't do the double cheese. Or I like the double bacon where they put bacon and the cheese between the layers. No, that's how a restaurant will keep me coming back. I love bacon. But I didn't get any of that this morning either. You know, it sucks like when you work hard for your family and like nobody in an instant, just the whole mood can change, like, over a simple topic. And that's what happened today. My whole day was ruined over a simple topic. But, yeah, it is what it is. So I was thinking about more stories. And you guys said you wanted stories, but some of my stories are not happy stories. Like, most of them are not happy stories. But I feel like I should share some of my happy stories, because you gotta share the good with the bad, too. You gotta do both. So, I wanted to share the story of, like, the craziest thing I ever did. The craziest thing I ever did. And I want you guys to think about this for a minute to yourself. And I would love to hear and for you guys to comment below and tell me what you did. What was the craziest thing you did? And for me, I met this guy off of our community, out of our community, you know, on that one site. And he was tall and he was cute, and I still think about him to this day. He was a truck driver, and he was like 6'1", big blue eyes, and this beard. God, he had this beard that was awesome. But like, he had always wanted to go to Heart Attack Grill with the girl that was big enough to eat for free. And I've always wanted to go. Like, I always wanted someone who could afford to take me to go, you know, because that was a dream. Like, I had seen that on a show called 7 Deadly Sins. And at the time when I had seen that show, I was around 230 odd pounds then, and I was like, I'd love to go eat there for free, but gosh, I'll never be that big to eat for free there, right? That's what I told myself then. And that was years before, when I was with my first ex that I was with for 7 years. And I remember I had known somebody back then, and I'd be like, man, at least she could go and eat for free. I couldn't even do that. And it was weird that I had this jealousy kind of thought to it, and actually how like fun I thought it was. And so this guy, we agreed that he would take me. We would go together to Vegas, from Oklahoma to Vegas. And first I was so nervous, and I felt so bad. So he picked me up and we went to my favorite Chinese buffet in the city. So this is about, I would say about an hour drive, hour and 20 minutes, depends on traffic. And so we felt each other out. We thought each other was cool, weren't creepy, obviously clicked, got along. So we decided, okay, let's go. Well, I didn't put my bags in the truck before we left, so we ended up having to drive another hour back to my house, getting my bags, and then driving to Vegas. So, it was so cool on this trip. I'd never been out that way, and I got to see that hill that looks like Jabba the Hutt, so that's really cool. And then, it was just beautiful to see how the scenery changed. And he would tell me about like his job, so like now I know about semis and like goosenecks and stuff, so that was pretty cool. I didn't know there was so much personalization people could do to that, and like the cabins, and what a big deal it was to have like an extended cabin, because you're basically living in it, you know? It's basically your home away from home. So it kind of fascinated me, and It's something I'd considered even trying for a career because then I would get to travel. But it's scary to drive something so big. And I'm short. And my legs probably won't reach the pedals. So I let that go and was just, even still to this day, I remember him telling me what kind of truck he drove for the company at the time. It was like the gooseneck, flat back thing. And every time I see one of those, I still think of him. When we went to Vegas, it was great. We got to get checked in, and it was at the SLS, which is the old Sahara. And I still had like a little thing like you put underneath your drinks, a coaster that was from him. So anyways, our first room, it was so messed up. Our first room, we actually, I remember we had got there, I had to go to the bathroom, I was gonna get showered, and the next thing you know, we pull the blankets back to get into the bed after we started settling in, and there was like a used condom in the bed. I was like, oh my god. So we called downstairs, and they sent a manager up, and they came with a photo and everything. Like, they came and took a photo evidence and documented it, and immediately gave us another room, and they gave us like $100 credit for obviously the trouble of this. And we had noticed when we had came in, like, things had looked disturbed and not like they were cleaned, kind of. Like, I was like, well, this is kind of, you know, we just kind of like, well, maybe this is just how it is. And when we got to the next room, the toilet paper was folded, I mean, everything. So I bite. Obviously this room was a lot better. So I remember, I think our first night we went and had the In-N-Out burger. I had never had them. And I think he got it called Animal Style or something like that. It was so good. I never had that before. It was so sloppy. And then like the next day, I was so tired. I really didn't want to go walking anywhere because I was really big. It was really difficult, and I was worried of like how he would like support me out in that kind of environment because he was still new to me. And so like, I don't know how many of you have dated bigger women, but when you're out, sometimes curbs are too tall, sometimes stairs are too tall, and it's helpful when your partner or a friend or an admirer or somebody sticks their hands out and say, hey, can I help you? Or just even just not even make a big deal and just put your hand out and give that tug up. Because sometimes it's a lot of weight to lift up on a step, on stairs. So that was one of the issues I was worried about having. And so I really didn't want to go walk around and do stuff. And so I don't remember what we did exactly the first day, but I know we went and had dinner down at the burger place. Oh, I forgot what it's called. Umami, I think it was. And it was so good. And it had the truffle cheese and stuff. But he was so respectful. We cuddled, and he rubbed my belly, and he was just so sweet. And I remember like thinking I should give more, and I remember like trying to give more to him, and I remember his response was like, "You don't have to do that for me." And that was life-changing for me. And he treated me like a lady the entire time. He really did. And then he ended up getting called back to work early. And so we ended up going to, we went to a sushi place too, all you can eat sushi. That was the best sushi ever. But then we finally got to go to the Heart Attack Grill. And the Heart Attack Grill, oh my god. So outside of the Heart Attack Grill, there's a thing that you step on that weighs you before you even walk in the door. So it's kind of like when you're walking down the strip, I guess people stop and take a picture. And I was worried because when I got on that one, at first that I weighed below the weight. I was like, what? No way. So I ended up like getting more onto it and actually evened the weight out and brought me over. And I was like, I was about to say, I better eat for free after making this trip. And so we go inside and go through the line, and they give you a hospital gown to wear. And so it was so big, it was so tight, it was so uncomfortable. I don't think I even had it tied except for the one around my neck because I couldn't tie the rest of them. And we get seated, and I say, yeah, I want to do the eat for free. And so they have you publicly weigh in front of the whole restaurant with a weight in the middle. And so that's where, I don't know if you guys have seen my Tumblr, but on my Tumblr it actually has that picture where I'm being weighed and I'm on that thing in the restaurant. And so that was a happy moment for me. That's a happy story. We ended up I got 2 burgers I ate with fries. I didn't do the chili because they're usually served with chili, I guess, and I don't like chili on my burger. And then I got the butter fat milkshake, which if you ever go, you have to get this. You have to get this. It was nothing I've ever had before. And I hate butter. I don't like, I cook with it, but I'm not one of those people that would eat butter. I'm not a butter eater. But this was so good. And so this was, I remember us joking around. He was so sweet. He said somebody had said something about not coming back and being married. And we had passed a chapel, and I said, I'd marry you. Like, he was so cute. Like, he was so nice. I don't see what was wrong with them. But, it would have been a great story if we actually got married in Vegas, right? But I ended up, like, being really tired and having food coma. I don't even remember. He dropped me off at the front so I didn't have to walk from the car parking garage. And I remember I was so out of it by the time he had came in, and I was sitting in the lobby, and I don't even remember, like, barely getting up to the room, and I passed out from food coma with so many carbs. It was crazy. And that was a good story. Eventually we had to leave. He had to go to work. So we packed up, and I felt so bad on the way back. I could not stay awake because the entire way there I kept him talking and kept him awake, and that way he didn't have to worry about falling asleep. But then on the way back I could not stay awake, and I felt so bad, and I felt like I was upsetting him because, you know, and then I felt bad, like, did he not have a good trip? Should I have done more? But it was the best trip for me. I wish I still could have done more to make him happy. And maybe we would be together, is sometimes my thought. Like, and we continued to talk for a few weeks, but I moved away from my mom's to Lawton, which was another 3 hours away. So this brought me even further away from him when he was off work. And he eventually said that he didn't want me to wait for him anymore. And sometimes I wish maybe I should have just been more insistent, but maybe it just wasn't meant to be. But he is one person I've always thought about and thought, man, did I let him get away? But that is a happy story. As happy, I guess, as a happy story is. But bite, y'all have to tell me. Bite. I love eating. I have a fork, I promise. I'm just not using it. So, this is, yes, this is my sippy cup. This was given to me by somebody that I wish I could still be friends with, but I still think of him too. See, like, I'm not cold. I still think about people. People mean things to me. Sorry, I can't breathe, y'all. My voice is so harsh because I was crying really hard earlier, and I had like a panic attack, and it really hurt. So that's why my voice is a little off. So I'm sorry about that. Like, I couldn't breathe. It was horrible. Crying and a panic attack does not go good together. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna use my fork here. Be a big girl. Fork. Um, I I feel so lost. Oh, I do. Dang it. I need a refill. Oh, I have a soda somewhere. There it is. I remember when you were on YouTube, you would have to face your products around like this because you weren't allowed to show the name. But like now, what you're supposed to do is like flash the logo and like make it look all like Instagram where you're like holding it. How do they even do this? I can't do this. Oh, it's so hard. Oh. Dr. Pepper with cream soda. 21 flavors plus cream soda. There's my commercial. I'm a dork, y'all. I'm a dork. I'm a dork. Wait. Wait. So, if anyone like wants to adopt me and give me like a room with like a walk-in closet and like access to a car and a fridge and a shower, I would live a very luxurious life like that. Like, I would be, yes. As long as you like don't yell at me. I can't do yelling. You can't yell at me. I can't handle that. Alright. Did I show y'all? Look. It's a mermaid. I'm gonna go. And I put some background. Trying to think of another positive story. I like my stories. Okay, positive. Let's see.
After all this time, I don't understand. Let me make you.
Okay. It goes back, it's a sexy story though. There was this guy, when I lived in Florida, I wish I knew his name. I wish I knew his kick name. I wish I knew anything about him right now. Like,
wars began between species, then between the planets themselves. The gods delighted in the calm.
my ex had broke up with me.
It passed the time.
And,
The inhabitants of the worlds grew wise.
I was really upset.
Creatures had done to them.
I was really upset.
They unified and fought
Really,
against
really,
their
really
sacred
upset.
path. They set their own
And
planet into a collision course. And at the heart of the collision,
I like to do things when I get upset
they
that
chose one creature between the planets for eternity.
help me, I don't know, feel better, I guess.
Allowing to return to release
And
his
so
partner.
I sought somebody out, and I had met him. It was like after my ex had broke up with me, and I was leaving that week, and I was just so heartbroken, and I didn't know what to do. I thought something was wrong with me. I thought I was broken. I thought, you know, so I went to go get validation from somebody. And this guy was so, man, I don't even remember what he even looks like. I just remember the connection we had. And I mean, I'm sure the wine helped, but the intimacy that we shared was so amazing. Like, he didn't even make me feel fat at all. Like, it was not even a thought, or like, he was like the first person to just touch me like a woman, like, just period. like just all, and I'm a little, I like certain things and I like a lot of attention, and he took care of that attention very well, and not a lot of people do that for me, and not a lot of people can get me relaxed, actually enjoy truly letting out, and so this guy did. And it's sad because originally we were also going to meet with this other girl, and she ended up being a no-show. But we've actually become really good friends. I've even considered moving back to Florida, and we've talked about being roommates just because we've been able to get a good friendship together. Like, even though we had never met, like, he introduced us, and we still, even though we met, we had a good friendship. And he was just a great guy. He really was. And I wish I even still knew his kick name, because I would kick him and be like, "Hi, how are you?" I tend to do that. Like, if I get somebody's phone number and or email or something that I can contact you and I've gotten to know you, I will randomly years later message you and be like, "Oh my gosh, how are you? How's Nana?" Or how's... That's just me. But I remember that was the first time someone had actually, like, it was so intimate. And it was just two combining fleshes that were just... It was wonderful. And he lit candles. Oh my gosh. He had lit candles too. Oh, it was so wonderful. I'm a sucker for candles. I like white candles. I don't like... I like the white because I just don't know. It seems so pure and inviting, and yeah. Even though, like, I totally love black. Which y'all should see my closet. It's almost completely black now. That's crazy. But that was a happy story, and then I actually got a friend out of it. So, let's see. We did 2 happies. Should I do a bad? Some of them are really bad. Okay, I'll do a bad one. Okay, this one will be like a little simpler one. So, I'm a big girl, and I have PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, and I probably have a lot more undiagnosed, but I know that one at least for sure. But I get a lot of skin staining in different, I don't know if it shows, different areas. I don't think I have any on my neck right now, but in different areas of my body. And I particularly have from this on my thighs. It's a little embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. I've learned a lot of women have this. I've seen men have this now. So I'm not so embarrassed about it now. But this was years ago when I had first started getting bigger, and I was wearing these, like, it was either like shorts or a dress or something. It was obviously too short. Whatever it was obviously too short. And this little kid walks by me and says something about the stains and said, "Mama, did she poop herself?" Oh my god. I was so embarrassed. And it was just, she said, and I remember she said, no, she's just fat. That's what happens when you're fat. Like, I remember her saying that. No, she's just fat. That's what happens when you're fat. Like, of course, how are you going to explain this to a child? You know, but I was just like, oh my god. Like, did this really happen to me? It was so embarrassing. Okay, another one from a kid. So, there's this one time when I first started getting bigger and I was eating a lot and my stomach would be like really swollen, and this kid ran up to me. I don't know what his excitement was. I don't know why. He just was so happy to see me, and he ran up to me like he knew me. And he threw his arms around my tummy, and he's like, you're having a baby too. And I was like, like, he was so excited. He was so excited. And I was like, I was about to say, no, I'm just fat, you know. And his mom's like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I haven't told him, like, about fat people. And she's like, I haven't told him about fat people. And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, oh, he just thinks everyone that's big is pregnant. Like when I was pregnant and, you know, like me getting fat now. And I looked at her, she was not fat. She was not fat. And I was like, this little kid was so excited to tell me happy, like, that I was having this baby because I was fat. And I don't know why this mother taught her child that all fat people are pregnant. Like, how does that work for a man, though? Like, I just don't understand. This little kid just did not really understand that people was fat. He just thought they was pregnant. Like, I don't understand. But yeah, that was funny, but like messed up story. I'm trying to think of another. I got lots of stories, y'all. I got lots of stories. I'm gonna do my little thing real quick. Oh my god, I got 4 likes. That's my highest so far, y'all. Okay, so next story. I was thinking of one. So I used to go to this club. It's a gay club, and it's my favorite. Well, I don't know how it is anymore, but it was my favorite. And I used to go. It was like every weekend we were going. We were called the Three Musketeers, me, my best friend, and our mutual friend with benefit. And every weekend we would go. My boyfriend at the time would go spend time with his friend. I would go spend time with my friends. This was a healthy thing that we had come to, that each of us needed some space and have our days off to enjoy. So this is what we were doing. And so, oh my gosh, it was so great. Hello. Summer! Y'all, I don't know if y'all know Summer, but she is beautiful and she is amazing. She is a wonderful person. So, I'm always like, girl, I'm just, you know, dance. They have these bars that you hold on to, because they have like the lower stage and then they have like the upper stage, and it had like bars. Well, the bars, I would stick my butt and like throw my butt, all up in the bars, like throw it up there, and people would come up and patty cake my I mean, it was so awesome. I would dance with the shop boys. I became a staple. So like there was the old guy that would strip, there was the Asian guy, and I was the fat girl. Like people started to know me, and they like this woman walks up to me, and she's so excited to introduce herself. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I've heard so much about you. I wanted to come and see you. My son comes here all the time, and he says how there's this girl that just dances like nobody's watching. And like, you just get it, girl." And she's like, "I've been watching you for like the last hour." And she's like, "I just want to buy you a drink. Can I buy you a drink? Like, I have to buy you a drink." I still have a photo, I believe, I took with them that night somewhere. And that was the first time anyone had bought me a drink. Like, that was amazing to me, y'all. Like, I'm not like one of those pretty girls that when I go out, guys are coming over and buying me drinks. I'm a fat girl. That's not what happens. Like, y'all don't do that. Like, I wish if there was guys that actually liked big girls, y'all would come get a drink for us. I can just picture you dancing it up there, girl. I miss those things. I know, right? Aw, yeah, it reminds me. So my night trips, I got kicked out of there because I was trying to go strip, trying to show them how to twerk because those little booties weren't twerking it right, and I got removed. I would love to be a dancer. I would actually, I would totally go and give lap dances somewhere at a club. I would really enjoy dancing somewhere. I really would. If there was a place for big girl dancing, I would. I would make it rain. Make it rain. I like twerk that up. But, that's not, we don't have that here. And where would I go for that? They have BBW clubs like that in Texas, I think. Man, if they do, I need to start researching because I'll move. Like, it seems like a lot of the guys that I like are from Texas. A lot of them a lot of my feeders have been from Texas. And I don't know why that is, but it is. And maybe I'm supposed to be there. No. But it was so great that I was bought that drink that night because I'd never been bought a drink like that before. Okay, awesome. Definitely. Because I'd do it. I'm scared, but I would do it. But I'm like, do I pass? Like, would they hire me? Like, do I got enough? Like, like, do I got enough? It sucks because I wish guys would, like, if people, I know it's hard for guys, like, you guys, of course, are afraid to be turned down, but I wish guys, if they saw a big girl in public and they had that chance, that they would actually take it. I just saw a TikTok last night. I wish I could be like, I put it right here, but I'm doing live right now. But there was a TikTok last night that I watched with this guy who's so cute. He like walked past her and like recorded her all like awkwardly and weird. and then had put like find her, and they found her. TikTok found her, and like they show them together, like had a date or whatever. So like that's so cool. Like, but I wished he would have just walked up to her and said something, you know, like I wish guys would do that, because we're here. I know, isn't it sweet? I have it saved on my TikTok, so I'll try to remember to send it to you later. It's so sweet. It's so sweet. Like, I was like, oh, it's, you know. But then I was like, why couldn't you just ask her? Like, I don't know if it's intimidating. I've heard people say that I look like a bitch. I don't think I look like a bitch, but I guess I do. I'm the nice person. I really am. I've been through a very, very hard life. Very hard life. I am probably the most forgiving, the most accepting person. I think medical problems can run people off. I experienced that when I was larger. When I was larger, this is embarrassing, y'all. When I was larger, I was having a lot of body odor issues. It was new for me caring for a large body. It was hard to get in different places and reach things, and you sweat. I would sweat a lot more than I do now. I mean, every effort I took, I sweated. It was I used a lot of baby powder, a lot of different creams, I tried to battle it the best I could, but I had body odor issues when I was, you know, about 100 pounds heavier than I am now. And it's two exes have made remarks about it. But they were big girl, you know, that's what I don't understand. Like, it was a struggle. It was difficult to care for such a big body. They wanted me to have this big body. They wanted me to have this, but there comes a care to this body that I needed help, and I wasn't getting help, and I was being judged for it because I couldn't do it myself. And a lot of people, I don't think, and I'm not saying everybody can experience this, I personally did, and it was hard for me. It was really hard for me. I like smelling, like, I don't know where my purse is. My favorite perfume. I wish I had it in the actual, like, perfume bottle. I just have the body mist. It's my favorite. It's called Lovely by Sarah Jessica Parker. Look, I've actually used this. Like, I can't even tell y'all. I buy all these and they never get used. I was going to try to show you another one to compare. But, like, I don't use them. Yep, see, here's another one. I've had this one longer than this one. I've had this one longer than this one. I love, love, love this one. I smell it. I gotta do it now. Oh, this is a good one. That is so nice with those both. Lovely, never tried that one. Smell-o-vision, damn it. Oh, no, I wish. So this one, I wish I could describe it. It has, I wonder if I can even read this. My eyes are so bad, y'all. Body mist. I don't think it says what it's in. I don't think the description does either. I don't think they have one. It's very floral. I love floral. Musky, like a musk floral. This one, if you've smelt this one, it's different. This one's just, very, very floral. And I'm like, I can't even place what floral, but it's nice. It's a nice comfort. It makes me feel so feminine and beautiful. But, like, this used to be sold at Walmart during the holiday season. And it would be, this is one thing that my ex that I was with for 7 years, this is something I would get to do every year, and he wouldn't even complain about me doing it and how much money I spent. But what I would do is, I love the after Christmas sales, and this used to be sold at Walmart for their perfume sales. You would get like the actual perfume bottle and then a roller ball for $25. I would go at midnight and I would get my cart of whatever I wanted. I think now they've changed where it's not just after midnight, it's after like 6 a.m. or something now, when the price actually changes over. And so I would wait until the price changes over, getting what I wanted in the store, and I would get my perfumes and stuff. And so good. Of Amazon now. Yeah, I haven't even checked Amazon to see if they would have it. I know for a fact now, though, y'all, anything sold and shipped by Amazon it's stocked from the manufacturers. So, like, if you're buying something, I bought, for instance, some shampoo that was Pravana shampoo, and I was oops, excuse me. I was concerned with it actually being a real one, and it is, and I had to look for this question, and I had to get answers for it, but I was really awesome that I found that stuff out. My son just started working. Oh, that's so awesome! I hope it was a great day. I hope you had a really great day. It's, job is so thankful to have right now for a lot of people. It might depend what shift he's working. So, yeah, I hope you had a great day. I'm sure it was great. Probably a lot of training. Trying to, like, get him started on things. So, when I had to do that, that's obviously I'm not right now. So that's going to be a touchy subject for some viewers, and it's going to be a curious question for others, and it's wanted, of course, by you, so I will answer it. So when I ended up having my colon perforated, and I went septic and I almost died, and was in a week and a half, 2 weeks in the hospital. I was in there a long time. 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks, I think. They said that I had to do a diet. after I got out. No seeds, no breads, sugars, greens, different things like that. Because my digestion wouldn't be able to handle it. And so I started off slow with just doing like different soups just to get my digestion started again, and eventually I got like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, which sounds like I'm gonna have one tonight because that sounds really good. And eventually when I was able to eat again and back on track, they had said due to the strain of the weight that was pulling on my stomach, the fact that I had fell due to my weight and whatnot, that my weight was being a real factor at that time, and that they recommended me losing at least 100 pounds. Because I told them I didn't want to lose weight. I'm not, they said, well, you need to at least lose 100 where you're at least more mobile and you're not at a risk to yourself. But if you need to try, they gave me a whole preach down, more than one person. They had someone come speak to me, everything in the hospital. And so, I ended up making the choice to do keto, which I'm familiar with my mom doing, but I altered it to fit my diet and what I like eating. And so I don't mind repetitive eating. I like eating the same thing more than once, especially if I like it. So one of the things like I really like making is breakfast. So I love bacon and eggs and cheese all day, every day. I can eat that over and over and over. It will make you lose weight. It will make you lose weight. I didn't realize this at first until I was just doing it for my mom. I was making her things that she wanted, and I'd kind of like, well, I don't want to eat this, and I don't like this bread. Like, I'm picky. I like this particular bread, or I like this particular, whatnot. But, dude, I ate so much of it. And I would make boiled eggs. Okay. One of my favorite little snacks I would make is boiled eggs. And I would cut them in half. And I would smear it with mayo. And I would put salt and pepper. Oh, no, I forgot. I would smear it with mayo and put some mustard, salt and pepper, and then put a pickle on it. And I would eat it. And it's like an egg salad sandwich. It's like an egg salad sandwich. I don't know if that cut off. My phone's dying. But that was one of my favorite things that I would snack on. Another thing that I would eat a lot was my chicken buffalo dip. I love, love, love chicken buffalo dip. It's cream cheese, sour cream, shredded chicken. I like rotisserie chicken, and celery sticks. And you put lots of Red's hot sauce in it. Oh my god. I'm just literally eating cream cheese. Right? I mean, it was so good. I mean, and this is what I was eating, y'all. And then, so when I make a salad, I like 2 different kinds of salads. I like a Caesar salad, so I like to put lettuce. I like to put the mozzarella, shredded Parmesan. I like bacon bits. I like salt and pepper, Italian seasoning with it. I sprinkle a little bit of garlic as well. Some croutons, chicken if I have it, and lots of lettuce. Yum. My second salad I would eat, I like is spinach, sliced strawberries, sugar-free sweet Vidalia dressing. That's by Ken's, I think. And I also like putting the mandarins in it. So it's mandarins, strawberries, and some kind of nut, like a walnut. I'm not supposed to eat nuts, but I like to occasionally splurge. So I would put walnut in that one. And feta cheese. You can't forget the feta cheese. Oh my god. Like, this sounds so fattening, y'all, doesn't it? That's what I'm saying. All fooders, like, it was so good. Thank you. I mean, I see. I love the creaminess from feta cheese and a little bit of, like, I don't know, that taste to it. I love it. It's so good. I've ate their McAllister's once. And I've only ate McAllister's once because a job catered it. I'm poor. And see, they may not have good feta. It may have been a bad feta. I like to get, so some of this feta gets expensive, but it's really good. But if I'm gonna get a cheap feta, there's a feta at the Dollar Tree that comes like in a little packet, like this, and you just rip it open. I like that one. It's actually not bad. But I do generally like inexpensive feta. I'll usually spend like $8 on one. But I only use like a little bit of it. And then I use like mozzarella to help with the cheese I like. So, but yeah, I mean, does this sound much? I mean, another thing I would like to do, I think we was doing chicken fajitas. So I like the chicken, the onions, and peppers. I just didn't put on a tortilla. But I put sour cream and hot sauce. I really like making like my own Chinese food. I get like the bags of stir-fry vegetables and a bag of the steak meat in the frozen section. And I don't have the sauce that I use, but I forget what it's called. I'll have to I'll post a picture someday or something. But it's like this ginger soy sauce, but they have a regular version and a spicy version, and it's in the aisle for like the Asian food and stuff. And so, oh, it's so good. Oh, you do, Danny? I'm so glad. Like, I love Chinese food. They have a regular version I'm hoping to buy because my mom doesn't like the spicy either. So I'm gonna buy the regular sauce eventually. Um, I I'm a sucker. Like, I know I'm probably not making it exactly, but like I could live off of it. Like all the vegetables and the meat. I'm not a big rice person. I do prefer the noodles. The rice gets like stuck up underneath my piercing, like underneath this. So the rice gets stuck like underneath, it gets trapped, and I don't like it. I've gotten used to eating the noodles though, because I used to pull the noodles with the hoop because it's too long. I gotta get a shorter bar in. I just, obviously COVID right now, I can't go see a piercer. I have jewelry, but nobody put it in for me. Yeah. Crab Ragoon. Oh my god. So there's this place in Oklahoma City, and it's all you can eat buffet, and it's not far from the airport. It's like up that road, like over, I think it's Meridian or something. But there's this buffet, and it has like this side that wraps around, and they have two different crab ragoons. They have like a sweet one, and then they have one that has like chive. It's like a chive one. Oh my god. I literally get a plate full every time I go and just eat them. I keep telling myself I'm gonna go get a box of them one day so I can just have them and put them in my freezer and get an air fryer and refry them. Like, they're so good. They're honestly so good. Like, I would love to go there. I wish they were open. I want to go there so bad. Mm-mm-mm. Excuse me. All I've had is some maple garden. Aw. Oh my god, Danny, sushi. Sushi is my weakness, y'all. Sushi. I used to hate sushi. I didn't like sushi. I'm still picky with certain sushis. I like the cream cheese. I have to have the cream cheese. I know. I cannot do it. Certain things I don't need it. I love the cream cheese. And I love the tempura fried ones. I don't know if... Oh, the tempura fried. I had this one that was a tempura fried one. That was called a jalapeno popper one. And it had the jalapeno. It had cream cheese. And I think it was chicken or shrimp in it. I think it was chicken. I think it was chicken jalapeno popper. Or bacon. Yeah, it had to be one of those. I think it was chicken. I think it was chicken. Oh, it was so good. It was spicy. It was so good, though. I've had the... Oh, I've bought the sushi from Walmart, y'all. Oh my god. It was so bad. It was so bad. It got me sick. I've never bought it again. But I also bought it because it was marked down from clearance. So that's probably my bad. I got sick, like booty sick. And I don't have like a gag reflex. So I just gag. It's horrible. It's horrible. Am I allowed to show this? Will I get in trouble? So, I don't know what's wrong with me, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all this. I don't have... It's like, no. I have no problem. I don't have a gag, so I can't throw up. So when I get sick, it just has to work through my body, and it works through my body, and it's horrible. It wreaks havoc, so I think that's why my digestion is messed up the way it is. I don't. I was like, I wish I had something else I'd shove down, though. I didn't know. This is why I've had alcohol poisoning so many times, because I don't throw up. Um, oh man, that was a good story. I remember when I went to a hotel party. And, this hotel party was pretty fun, y'all. We went to the gay club after. Oh, we started at the hotel. We went to the gay club. I ended up with the guy I was with or crushing with at the time with another girl in her, in her van, and my pants, they were ruined and soaked, and I had black panties on and I had a shirt. I just said, screw it. I didn't put no pants back on. I don't even remember what happened to those pants, if I got those pants back. I don't even know. But after we went back into the club, and just right after it closed, and we went back to the hotel, and I stayed up all night still drinking. I couldn't sleep. I could not sleep. And I cleaned up the party. I bottled up all the alcohol. I put all the I ended up filling up the gallons up. So since I did all this work, I guess they said, well, you could have some and take some home. I was like, awesome, sure. I took one. They said, oh, here, take another. I said, okay, sure. I took 2 gallons of this hippie juice home. And I remember my friend at the time, he took us to go eat Chinese. This is where my story comes from. He went to go take us to get Chinese. And I remember eating that Chinese and being like, oh, those Chinese. After drinking all night, that Chinese the next day was like the best thing I'd ever tasted. I was like, oh. I remember having leftovers, and when I got home, I was still like so drunk. Like, I remember trying to eat it in the restaurant. I was drunk and messed up, trying to eat with the fork, and I couldn't wait to get home. And I remember just getting my fingers and just yum. And like, I passed out. And I slept for literally 2 days, y'all. I was so intoxicated. It was so... 2 days. I remember I woke up. I peed so much. God, I had to pee so much. It was horrible. But yeah, that was a fun story. Okay, let me catch up. Do you even get the fortune cookies? I do. I like the fortune cookies. I like being high too because everything does taste better. That is a factual. When do we buy Chinese food? Yes. We need to get Chinese. Animal Crossing. Oh, I love Animal Crossing. I wish I had Animal Crossing. I just have the one. Yeah, I think we met through a BBW party. I think it was a Halloween one. I think is where we met. I have the 3DS. Oh. But I do not have the Switch. So if anyone out there wants to gift that to me, you know what I want for Christmas. I want Switch and Animal Crossing and Splatoon. I love Splatoon. I love that. And I remember my ex first trying to get me to play Splatoon. I was like, you're a squid and you shoot ink at each other. And I was like, so it's Call of Duty, but with ink and squids. And I remember like, okay. And it took me a little while. But once I got, like, I loved it. I loved it a lot. I really do miss playing that with him. I miss that a lot. I remember when we used to, like, that particular ex, he collected a lot of things. Loved his collection. I really admired his nerdiness. He was such a nerd and I loved it. What's Splatoon? Splatoon, I even have little, it's packed up though. Splatoon is, on the Nintendo Switch. And so it's where you're like a squid and you have different weapons. And so you shoot this ink out of these weapons, but you have to go in the color of your trail. The point of this game is to cover the map with the most amount of color of your ink. So you work with different people to cover this map with ink. And so you get different like levels up and bonuses too that will help rain it down. It's so cool. Mm. Kind of like what? It is like, and like they have different like weapons and I really like that. You have like the gun, they had like the buckets, they had like where it was like a washing machine and it was like, but it was crazy. It is pretty fun. There's like these sub weapons in the game too. Yes, I forgot about that. So I remember I liked the minigun one. That was one of the ones I liked. I really liked the miniguns. And oh, I had just started playing when they had gotten some more maps and they had brought in some old map back. And I liked how they do like an event isn't it every month? Where they have like this limited map. It's so fun, like, and it's different every time. So there's no advantage on this map unless you've played it all day. But even then, they have features, like one time it was like these big rotating walls that were still, you could not count on. Oh, so Animal Crossing, I first got introduced to that. This is a happy story. So I missed the SpongeBob t-shirt I had in. Oh man, really? I didn't even know that would have been awesome. I remember the first time, I'd never heard about Animal Crossing until one of my exes, when I had moved to Tulsa. He's the sweetest. I still adore him. Probably, I don't know. But he was so nice. He gave me his old 3DS because he had another. And he bought me Animal Crossing, a New Leaf. And when we weren't together, we would have like little dates on the island together. And he would like, I still have like the tennis shoes that he gave me. And he gave me like the basket of fruit so I could have all the different fruit. Like, it was the sweetest little thing that like, we could have dates together without actually being together. So like, I really love Animal Crossing, and I really like, it sucks that I can't be a part of everybody right now playing it, because like I would be so obsessed playing that all the time with everybody, and I'd be like, want to go to the island? Like, I'd want to do any of the activities with people and play the little games, and I love that stuff because it is something I really show. I feel like such a kid, but I know there's other people out there that love it too, so. But like, oh my god. So, I liked, one of my favorite tasks was going around the island picking up the seashells. I don't know why, but I loved it. And then I really liked going and doing the deep sea diving on my island. I have, all I have is the Fire Stick, YouTube, and my 2 games on my cell phone. Oh, who said, I play Nintendo 3DS while I play my Xbox One. I have my 3DS still, but I haven't got to play it in a while because it sucks not having other people to play with. People's all like moved on to like the new Animal Crossing. Yeah, I have my Fire Stick that I watch stuff on, and I have my computer that I occasionally will play Fortnite. And then I have my phone, I work on projects. I have an Xbox controller that I play with. So I did download the Pocket Camp back when it launched, but I did not like it at all. I really did not. The aspect of the crafting was like interesting but annoying because you had to buy. I hated that it was another game that wanted you to buy things, and it really took away from the game aspect because when did you ever get to buy your way through Zelda? I mean, I guess I'm old school. I played Nintendo 64. You played. You know what I mean? Like, so I hate, like, if I want to craft this, I have to pay, or you can wait this long, which I will always wait, you know, but it sucks that if I just pay, then you know, like, I don't think that's fair. I hate it. I really do hate that about games these days. And see, I've never played either of those. I know a lot of people like Candy Crush, but I've never played it. I have one. It's called Flow Free. And I like it. Let me see if I can find this other one name. It's Stick something too. It's called, okay. Sorry that interrupted. So it's called, I have one called Crowd City. That's super fun. I don't know if y'all have heard of it. So Crowd City is a fun one where you start off like one person, and as you level up, you end up like starting off the game with more people. And it's another, like, you kind of take over people. So you use your people as a bigger crowd. You can go take down a bigger crowd, like a smaller crowd, and they become a part of your crowd. So if you're red and you have Team Green over here that has, okay, let's say I'm red and I have 30, and I see Team Green has 50, but Team Yellow only has 10, I'm going to go get Team Yellow first to add to my 40. Well, as I'm going around this side of the map, oh look, there's Team Orange, and they have 25. Well, my team is at 40 people of a crowd now, so it overtakes their crowd. So now I have 40 plus their 30 is 70. So now I have 70 people. Now I can go take down Green, who has 50. So I can go back and see what their crowd is. oh wow, their crowd got up to 96. I better run like crap and go get some more people. And so they're usually working that side of the map. There's always a competitor. So I'm going to go find more people. Here's, you know, team, I don't think I've used blue yet, you know. They have 49 and I have 50 because I lost some people because I got too close to green. So now I only have like 51, but this other one has 59. So now I'm going to eat up, oh, just barely this other. It's so fun. It's called Crowd City. And I have collected the different skins. Like I have the zombie, I have unicorns. So you end up getting these little icons that are going around the map taking up. It's so cool. It's a really fun game. And that's something I would recommend anybody to play, especially if you're looking for a new game on your phone. Crowd City. And then there's another one called Mr. Bullet. And I feel kind of sick sometimes because you're literally like just shooting a bullet from this stick thing and trying to shoot. They have a grenade part of it. They have just different levels. But it's all about, you know, getting your angles through this little puzzle and yeah. So I know Candy Crush, that's the one with the different puzzles, right? Like you tap it and they explode and it collapses down. But I've never really played it. It's crazy, y'all. I've been eating dinner for 2 hours. Yeah, okay. Different shapes and colors. So you have to match up the different colors and shapes. Like, an orange star has to be with an orange star. It could match with like a purple star. This is the first time I'm eating today. So, I woke up this morning to the news that my stepdad decided that he was going to eat all the biscuits and not leave me any biscuits for biscuits and gravy after he had heard, I guess, how I know he had heard me and my mom talking about it last night and how much I wanted it. So he got up this morning and made it and made sure he ate it before I could eat it, even though I pay most of the bills here. And now he's gone with his sugar daddy, this old man that he goes off to Texas with to go on a fishing trip. Some old man pays for this yacht trip for him and him both. And he's gonna go get a steak dinner tonight. Gonna go get breakfast in the morning. But he had to fucking ruin my breakfast this morning. He had to make sure he ruined that. My day off. My day off. You know, no respect for me. No consideration. Yeah, the car's gone. It's not like I can just go get more biscuits, y'all. It's not that simple. Like, I don't have a car to go get more biscuits. I'm in the country. I can't just walk down the store and go get some more and make my day okay. I'm done. Like, I'm so done. Like, I just want to tell him fuck you the next time he fucking says anything to me. Oops. I don't think I'm allowed to say that on live. Whoopee. Well, I might get removed. Whoops. At least this live. Maybe banned for a little bit. Whoops. Exactly. Like, I miss my apartment. Like, my apartment flooded. I was really, like, I got shelled the crap stick, you know? But I miss my apartment. And I miss just being naked around my apartment. And I miss keeping it the temperature I wanted. You remember? I know, my apartment was flooding so bad. So bad. And I had tarps all across my carpet because it was wet all the time. I ended up investing in tarps just to walk across my apartment. It was terrible. But at least I had my own space. And I ordered food in. I had people over. I would have a dude in and a dude out and another dude in the same day. That probably sounds like a hoish, but I don't care. Yeah, I still have the photos. I prefer not to wear clothes. I really do. I'm a bit of a nudist. I honestly am. The only thing I don't like is, like, sometimes I don't like the moisture underneath my fat roll that is on my leg. That bothers me sometimes. So I like to have, like, underwear on or shorts or something. But generally I like to be topless. Exactly. I miss having company over. Like, I wanted to have people over, but I was so embarrassed of my apartment sometimes. It was really hard. But when it was good, and I could have people over, I really enjoyed it because I got to meet people and have experiences, and I love being worshipped and taken care of and adored, and I miss that. Yeah, me neither. Would you want to here? Would you want to, though? I mean, I don't know how you... I don't want people meeting my mom and my family. It sucks. Like, and facts is, it wasn't always as hard like this is. It's the fact that our wages haven't gone up, and there's such a difference in life for people. See, and that can really affect things when people retire. It's crazy that we slave our entire lives so we can get to retirement. And now we don't even have retirement. You can't even afford to be retired because the cost of living is impossible. So now when you get to that age, a lot of people are a burden to their families because they can't support themselves, so families are having to live together. Did it reconnect? Awesome. Well, yeah, my phone is getting really hot. And I think it's trying to shut down on me. So, probably gonna have to get on here, off of here. But, welcome to them. I'm almost done. Well, thank you. Eat smoked chili. I like chili without beans. That I finished my dinner. That's what I'm gonna do now. I didn't get to go have a cool weekend or do my hair like I wanted or clean my room like I wanted or anything. But I'm glad I got to have it with you guys. And thank you for keeping me company. More blood. I bought bleach and a toner. So this there's this color down here that I don't like. I don't know if you can see where it's kind of orangey, dark, warm kind of tone. So I'm gonna be doing my own foils, and I'm gonna probably do it like, forgive me, Brad Mondo. But there's a good spot right there to show the difference. I feel like she only did half of what I wanted. Like, I wanted all the ends blonde, but she went through and did strips of it, but then not the rest of it. So a lot of these colors where she didn't bleach it, where I wanted her to bleach it, where I wanted it to be blonde, it came out to this color, which it's been bothering me. But I paid so much money. I've been trying to deal with it and not bitch about it because, you know, everybody says it looks really good though. But I just don't like, do you see that? Or how dark it is? And how blonde and pretty that is? That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. And you can see where it didn't get it. With hints of blue and purple. Yeah. So I feel like I only got half of my hair done. So I feel like I'm just gonna do the other part of the job here. Like, look how dark some of that is. See how dark some of those pieces are? Like, they're just so... And I wanted to be blonde. Like, I wanted blonde, but I wanted, like, it to come into the blonde. I don't know. Maybe there was miscommunication. I don't know. But it's still, I mean, it looks good. It's just not what I wanted. And that's me. Waiting. It's, you know, if anybody's wanting to grow their hair out, like the way I've grown mine out, because I really don't have a thick ponytail. I really don't. I can cross. My hair is not that thick. It's just that it's long. And it's healthy length. But what I've personally done is you shower every day, of course, but I throw my hair up and I don't wash it every day. And I will sit here and by habit, I always sit here and just rub like these natural oils that your scalp makes. I just naturally am used to like playing with my hair and rubbing it down the strands of my hair. And so, like, I don't know, like, it just seems like, let's see, like this piece, I can feel my scalp's a little oily. But I feel like pulling that oil down. Look at that. Does that not look shinier? Look how shiny that looks now. And that's just pulling some natural, see, let's do it next to like where I haven't. I feel like it pulls, so I just naturally play with my hair a lot. But yeah, see, I see this, I feel like this side's shinier than that side. Do you see how it's shining here and it's not shining there? Because I'm just naturally, I'm always running my hands through my hair. And I work the oil, my natural oils. And I'm sometimes always doing. And so, and it's easier to do after like 2 or 3 days. It'll be like a lot more oily. But I rub it through my hair. And then generally, that's when y'all see me my braid days. Where I'll usually just, after I work it through, I'll wear it in a braid. I'll like so. That's my beauty routine, y'all.
My Beauty is a solo album by Kevin
Alexa,
Rowland.
stop. Oh, it's hot. So then it's like this. And I'll wear this for like a day or two. And I'll just rub the oils in these spots. And after like, that's day 2. Day 3 is when I'll go wash out. So day 3, I shower usually, like wash the hair, but I shower every day, I mean. So day 3 is when you wash it in the shower. And this, for me, keeps it protected. And then I end up only playing with this little bit at the end, which I feel doesn't damage my hair as bad. But yeah, that was that quick little tutorial. But I think I'm gonna get off here and I'm going to medicate and watch some Doctor Who. So y'all have a good night. I have work tomorrow. Yay. Hopefully it goes okay. Good night, all. Thank you. Good night, love. Oh, sorry, hun. Good night, everyone. Bye.